Good afternoon. Today I'm going to make boiled peanuts in a pressure cooker. I have a Power Quick Pot, which is probably a knockoff of the famous Instapot, but it is a pressure cooker, so I'm going to cook boiled peanuts. When I went to the grocery store, all they had were raw peanuts. Raw peanuts are fully mature peanuts, and they're drier than if you were to get green peanuts. Green peanuts are harvested early, so they have more moisture in them. So now that I have raw peanuts, I soak them overnight in water so they can absorb a little bit of moisture. And we're gonna cook them in the pressure cooker and see how they come out. So this is 3 pounds of peanuts in a 10-quart pressure cooker. I soaked them overnight and I've rinsed them real good because these really taste like dirt. And the water in here is gonna be your brine. So rinse the peanuts the best you can. This has already got water in it and they want to float. So I'm going to put something on top to push them down so they stay submerged in the water. So to this, I'm going to add 2/3 cups of salt. I got a tablespoon and a half of red pepper flakes. And I got 1.5 teaspoons. This is black and red fish seasoning, but it's a Creole or Cajun. So I'll put that in there and I'll get it all mixed up. I've got a lid off of one of my aluminum pots and I took the plastic knob off it. I'm going to set this in here, hopefully to kind of hold them under the water. We're going to set for pressure, custom, high heat, 1.5 hours. Because of the volume of substance inside that quick pot, it's taken 26 minutes for that to build up enough pressure for the cook timer to start. So now we got 1 hour and 29 minutes. Okay, the Power Quick Pot says the cook cycle is done. I'm going to round up from 1 hour and 55 minutes. It took 2 hours for that cook cycle to complete. That's been venting steam throughout the cook, and I do have to say that my nuts smell really delicious. So we're going to let this naturally depressurize, which should take, I'm thinking about 1 hour, and we'll be back. It's taken 28 minutes for the screen to turn blue, which means now the keep warm feature, the inside of that Instapot's at 160 degrees. I'll probably leave it there for 1 hour and see what we got. Okay, keep warm cycle's been about 1 hour. Total cook time about 3 hours. Gonna open these up, see what they look like. The boiled peanuts in the pressure cooker by itself was a fail. Soaking the raw peanuts prior to pressure cooking them was a fail. So once I pressure cooked those peanuts for 1.5 hours, I let them sit in the keep warm cycle for another hour. Then I released the pressure, I took them out. They were cooked, but they were still harder than what I prefer for a boiled peanut. The shells were even kind of tough. The keep warm cycle only keeps that pressure cooker heated to 160 degrees. So I took the pressure cooker lid off and I put the slow cooker lid on, and I cooked those on low for another 6 hours, and the low setting cooks at 195 degrees. And after the additional 6 hours on slow cooker, they're delicious. They came out really good. And the one advantage is it beats having to keep manning the stove and putting water into a boiling pot of water for boiled peanuts. So I'll do this again, same way, but I will not pre-soak the peanuts. My pressure cooker I can set for a 2-hour max on high. So I'll do 2 hours pressure cook, and then I'll let that warm and depressurize, and then I'll put it into a slow cooker and I'll do, I don't know, 6 or 8 hours on low, because the peanuts came out real good. And it took none of my time to do it. I could do all of that unattended. So the pressure cooker as a single element for boiled peanuts, big fail. But in conjunction of a pressure cooker, slow cooker with absolutely no maintenance, I give it a thumbs up. So that's the way I'll cook my boiled peanuts from now on. Thanks for watching.